Welcome to Homeschool Horizons. I'm Yvette, your host. Hey, let's get into some of our real talk. How many days as homeschool moms do we say to ourselves, I just can't do this, or I just can't do this anymore? I know that most of us think this or even say it out loud a lot of times. I personally can't even count how many times I've said this to myself. It's that feeling of being completely overwhelmed by all of it. Homeschooling isn't for the weak, is it? So, that means that all of us that homeschool are some women of great strength, I say. What do you guys do when you're having one of those days or even weeks? I sometimes stop the school day and I go to my room and I pray real quick, like, Lord, give me strength. Lord, help me right now. Lord, help me not to have a breakdown. I mean, or sometimes if it's not that bad, I just keep going. It just depends, you know? When my boys were little, I would just stop whatever we were doing, and I would give us all a huge break. Um, Sometimes, I would stop it completely, and that's when we would watch Superbook. I don't know if you've heard, my Superbook episode, but that's kind of how Superbook also started. I would just be like, "Superbook," and one of those episodes would just put me in the right headspace and give us the break that we needed. Once in a while, though, I just give up altogether and we'd go out for a spontaneous field trip. I always felt that all those things were better than the alternative, which would be me losing it completely and yelling at my children. I'm not trying to say I never yelled at my children, because I definitely have. More times than I care to remember. And it does make me sad, especially now that they are older. Because, they're not little anymore and I want those years back. But I have to remind myself I'm no saint. I'm only human, and homeschooling has never been easy for me. I think I shared on my second episode that I had never actually planned on homeschooling. I didn't grow up thinking I would have children and homeschool them. But once I made that decision to homeschool, there were so many times that I couldn't believe I was actually doing it. I don't regret it at all, though. I plan to continue homeschooling them all the way until they graduate, all the way up until 12th grade. One of the things I love about homeschool is that we can customize their education however it fits our situation. I'm always talking about this in my podcast. My younger sister, who also has homeschooled her children, once told me that she knew of a mom who would drive her homeschooled children all over town from one class to another all day long while enjoying her Starbucks coffee, sometimes multiple Starbucks coffees a day. She told me that her friend called herself a homeschool facilitator. She facilitated what classes her children would take, and she didn't mind driving them all over town to take those classes. She was more than happy to do it because she didn't want to actually teach. She didn't want to be their teacher. I remember loving that so much when my sister told me. This was in the early years of our homeschooling journey, and hearing this gave me the permission to remember that there is no cookie cutter way to homeschool. We all get to choose how we facilitate that. On the days when you tell yourself, I just can't, remember that you are doing it. Even on the days when you feel that you can't, you still actually are. Our children are learning from us constantly, aren't they? As a mom and as a teacher, our kids are always watching and learning. Remember, it's okay to take a long break. Go shut yourself in a little room somewhere and say a quick little prayer. It's okay to go on a spontaneous field trip. It's okay to let them go play outside. It's okay to find classes where you can drop them off and have someone else be the teacher while you have your fancy cup of coffee. And speaking of coffee, next week, grab yourself one and listen to my interview with another homeschool mom who uses doTERRA oils. You've heard of doTERRA oils, right? It's been around for a while. I've been hearing about them for a long time. She's going to come on here. She is going to share with us all about it and how it relates to homeschooling. Thank you so much for listening today and always listening to me, you guys. God bless you all. Have yourselves a wonderful week. Talk to you soon.